Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the Football Company. Today we are going to be predicting the Euros since the Euros is coming very early. So let's start with Group A. We have Sweden, Turkey, Wales and Italy. So I think it's going to be an easy group for Italy. Italy has a solid team, but they still are not having like the team which they won the World Cup with. And for second place, I'm just gonna keep this here and then reorder it. I think it's going to Switzerland because I think they have a better team. And I think Wales is coming second. It's going to be close with Wales and Turkey. So I think Turkey is going to go last. That's why, because they don't have a very good squad. And let's go to Group B right now. So first team going to be there is probably Belgium because they have a solid, great team. With Yuriti, Element, Lukaku, and Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not sure if Kevin De Bruyne is playing because he got the injury in the Champions League final which Chelsea won. Then I think second is gonna be Denmark. I think they have a better team. I'm going for Russia because I don't think the Finland players can do it. I mean, I think Teemu Pukki plays for Finland. Can he score another goals? I don't think so. So I'm going to go them for last possession. I think Russia is going to have a pretty good season because last in the World Cup in 2018 they did really well. Okay, now Group C we have Austria, South Macedonia. I think no, North Macedonia. Then Ukraine and Holland and Austria. So it's pretty easy. What am I saying? The Netherlands are going to win, but who's going to go second? I think Austria with Shevchenko, or is it going to be Ukraine with Shevchenko or Austria with David Alaba? I mean, I think. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Austria because I think Austria is better than Ukraine. I don't think so. North Macedonia can come anywhere nice in the pecking order. So first we have Group D now. So we have Scotland, England, Croatia, and the Czech Republic. Okay, so I think it's pretty easy, but I think if it was going normally, it would probably be this. I think this would be the problem thing, but maybe Gareth Southgate might decide since the team which comes number one in this group will play somewhere in the Group F. Will play either Portugal, France, or Germany. And if Gareth Southgate is going to be prepared to lose one game to come second, they might have a better draw. But I'm going to go England at first. Depends on Gareth Southgate. Now Group E. This is going to be easy because it's going to be Spain. Poland or Sweden? This is a hard question because both of the teams are like equal. They don't have great players, and they do have great players, and they don't have and they have bad players. Like Poland has Lewandowski, like Sweden has Isaac, Kulusevski. They have good players. I'm not sure if Zlatan's playing. If Zlatan's playing, I think Sweden's going second. But I don't think Zlatan's playing, so I'm going to give them third and Poland right there. Slovakia is not going to do good. So Poland second, Sweden third, and Slovakia last, and Spain first. Now Group F, the most interesting group of all of them. So Group F is very interesting. I think we all can say. Hungary, I'm so sorry. If there are any Hungary fans out there, I'm so sorry for you guys. You guys are in the group of death. I think Germany is like kind of a coming back stage because they don't have the best players. I mean, like Timo Werner cannot be trusted at the top. So I'm going to give them second. France or Portugal. I think Portugal has a very well-rounded team. That's why I'm going to give them second. Because Portugal are great, but they don't have the talents of France. So I'm going to go France first because I mean Portugal and France will be very, very hard. We cannot predict it because both of them are favorites. Portugal won the 2016 Euros and France won the 2018 World Cup. Okay, now the third best teams, like the teams which they can only come four teams. The four teams with the most points, we have to predict it. So I think Germany is going to come because they're the best team among all these teams. Then probably Ukraine, Sweden. I'm not sure if Wales can get it through, but maybe Wales. Nah, I think it's gonna be Russia. It's gonna be Russia. Now we can continue and go to the second place. I like this website. It's really well organized. So Germany versus Belgium. Okay, this is a weird one because Germany and Belgium are pretty well even because I mean Lukaku is in form. If there's Kevin De Bruyne, I think Belgium has the end because Kevin De Bruyne and Uriti elements are just unstoppable. But even Germany has a great midfield with Joshua Kimmich. I'm not sure if Muller's playing, but if Muller's playing, it will be great for Germany too. But I gotta give it to Belgium. It'll be close. It'll be very close. It might be like a 1-2, or it might go to penalties. But yeah, I don't think Germany has that big of a chance. Okay, guys, now the second one is Italy versus Austria. So I think it's very simple. It's going to be Italy. I mean, what else would it be? I mean, if you're playing Austria is a decent team, but Italy just has a better squad than them. So I'm going for Italy. France versus Russia. I mean, I think France are the favorite to win this whole tournament. So I think it's going to be France. I mean, it's easily going to be France. So now Poland versus Croatia. Okay. So first thing which you need to keep in your mind is Croatia isn't like the 2018 team. They have dipped massively. So I don't think Croatia is going to destroy Poland. It's going to be very close. But I'm going for the underdogs on this one. It's going to be Poland who's going to defeat Croatia. I think it will be like 1-2, or it's going to penalties. It's going to be very close. Okay, guys, it's now Spain versus Ukraine. Spain has no Real Madrid players, which is very doubtful because they have Sergio Ramos, who's a leader and which can get them through tough situations. And without a proper leader, I'm not sure if Spain can do it well. But if Spain was against a team maybe England or Portugal, they'll probably lose. But I mean, it's Ukraine, so it's probably going to be Spain. Ooh, now it is the most interesting matchup. England or Portugal. Okay, I am a Portugal fan, so I'm not going to be biased, but I think Portugal is better. Listen me out. Because England has good players, but their defense, I think, is a little shady with Harry Maguire and John Stones. But if you look at Portugal's defense, is solid with Ruben Diaz, who has been outstanding this season, and Pepe. I think it's going to be Pepe. And Portugal's attack is just insane. Like with Cristiano Ronaldo, How Felix, and Diego Jota, it's insane. And also, we have Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes down in the midfield, which is going to be great for Portugal. So I'm going for Portugal because I think they're favorites, and in 2016 it was mostly just the Cristiano Ronaldo squad, and now it has become like a whole new team. There have been so many young players coming out for Portugal, so I'm going for Portugal. So the Dutch versus Sweden. I mean, Dutch doesn't have VVD version one, but their defense is still strong with Dillit and the Inter Milan defender. I don't know his name. Commented down below. So, but yeah, it's gonna be Netherlands. It's gonna be Netherlands. It's a pretty easy draw. Ooh, now Denmark and Switzerland. Okay, this is gonna be very easy for Netherlands because Denmark and Switzerland are great teams, but it isn't as good as Netherlands. So, who do we think it's going to be? Yeah, it's gonna be Denmark, right? It's gonna be Denmark. Actually, it's gonna be very hard, but I'm going for Denmark. Who's gonna come out? I think Denmark's a little better. But Switzerland does have Manuel Akanji, which is a solid defender. Or maybe it's gonna be Switzerland. Wait, maybe it's gonna be Switzerland. I really don't know, but after thinking a little bit, I think it's going to be Switzerland. At first, it's going for Denmark, but now it's going for the Switzerland. Now let's go to Belgium versus Italy. Okay, the quarterfinals draw. It's going to be. I mean, no, it's not going to be that even because I think Belgium is going to destroy Italy. Trust me, I think Belgium is going to win like 3-0 or 2-0 because Italy is good but isn't in their old form. Like they have players, but I mean, Coro Immobile and Insignia are great players up top, but yeah, I'm not sure if they can like get through the Euros. So I'm going for Belgium to the semi-finals. France versus Poland. I think we all know the answer for this one. It's going to be Poland. Just kidding. It's going to be France because they have one of the best young team and one of the the greatest teams with Karim Benzema is there this year. Mbappe, like N'Golo Kante, who I think should win the Ballon d'Or this season. So it's going to be very hard for Poland to keep up with those players. So now we have Portugal or Spain. I mean, like I said earlier, that I don't think Spain is without Rick Ramos, who's going to lead them up into the top. I don't think they can stand against like one of the biggest teams. Even they're in kind of like a coming back form. They're not there yet. They will lead to like top form. So I'm going to give it to Portugal. Okay, this is going to be very simple. Netherlands or Switzerland? It's gonna be Netherlands, right? They have one of the best midfields. I mean, with De Jong and Gini Wijnaldum. It's great. It's a great defense and a decent attack with Depay and players. So I'm gonna go with Netherlands. Now the semi-finals, Belgium versus France. France. It's going to be very easy for predicting this. Most people will go with France. Okay, I'm also going with France because I mean France's team is just insane this year. They have like defense is solid, midfield is solid, every place is solid. It's just a well-rounded team. So I'm going with France to the final of the Euro 2020. Portugal versus the Dutch. Okay, listen up. I mean, Portugal is great. It's a great team, and Dutch is not as good as Portugal. I mean, Portugal defeated Spain, and I don't think Dutch is as good as Spain. So it's got to be Portugal. I mean, the defense with Ruben Diaz on form. It can be Ruben Diaz or France's N'Golo Kante who will win the Ballon d'Or this year. I think Kante should win it, but even Diaz has a good shot at it. So I'm going to go with Portugal. Wow, this final is very interesting. Remember the 2016 final? Same thing. Portugal were the underdogs. They won. But this year, I think France is going to get revenge on Portugal and going to defeat Portugal and win the Euros. My prediction is France will win the Euros. Bye guys.